can't pay you, and I wouldn't pay you if I could. Some young gang just jacked up the place. They took everything. You guys are useless. What kind of Yakuza are you anyway?
Alright then. There you go. Punish the gang responsible and retrieve the protection money. I could use a car that's in better condition, but oh well. This should be pretty easy. I bet it's the Colombians again. Where are they? Wow, they're on island number 1. Well, this is going to be a long trip. Alright, let's see if I can figure out how to get to the first island. I know there's a tunnel. I know that... Oh man, I just remembered how to use the tunnel. Oh well. We'll go this way. Which is the... Make up your mind, Wolf. Which way do you want to go? Alright. We're going to take the tunnel, just so I can get myself a little acquainted with it, because I know I'm going to need to use it several times. Whoa. No, 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 no. There goes all my lovely ammunition. Nuts. Okay. Try that again because I do want to finish the Kenji missions. Will that cop arrest me? No. See? I did it right in front of him. I'm going to stop at my safe house though and save because saving and because I don't want to lose any data. I've already done some missions and I need to stop here for weapons anyways. But that's the thing, you know, I'm not too upset about losing the ammo. I mean, I would have liked to have infinite ammo. But, you know, now I'm back up with tons of ammo. More than I need. Because even with the amount I have now, there is no mission that would take more than this. Even the final mission only has about 20 guys you have to kill and some vehicles to blow up. And it respawned. Sweet. I don't know what the respawn rate is for this. We'll go to Kenji. Go do the first two. Okay, we gotta go to his place. And which is at the south end of the island. Then we got to collect the first 2 packages. I will run down that guy in case he's there trying to shoot me. Then we'll head over to the final area on the 3rd island. But I will take the tunnel this time because I believe it is open. I always forget that there's a second way to get to the islands. I always think there's just the bridge, but there's the tunnels. And they used ferries instead in Liberty City Stories. I'm not sure why. Like, they've always given excuses as to why you can't travel from one island to another. In Liberty City Stories, which takes place 3 years before this, apparently they were building the bridge from Island 1 to Island 2, and there was no tunnels at all. And, you could take a ferry. I never took the ferry. But you could take a ferry, and they said that there were union problems at the ferries, and that's why they couldn't use them. So I'm not sure if, like, the tunnels weren't built and the tunnels are being repaired now, so I wonder if they're finishing building them or what. I really don't know. I was right, that guy wasn't a random spawning guy. He spawns there on purpose. This must be Times Square. Now it is a little flashy, and there's a big burger there that signifies the burger shot that is there in GTA 4. Although I will be happy to go back to GTA 5 and leave Liberty City behind, perhaps forever. Well, for me, I could care less about returning to Liberty City. It is my least favorite area. Unfortunately, it's also been the most visited area in the entire Grand Theft Auto universe, and is considered the center of the Grand Theft Auto universe is Liberty City.
I can't pay you, and I wouldn't pay you if I could. Some young gang.
Because San Andreas we've only seen once, and Vice City just twice. And we've already seen a newer version of Liberty City, so I'll be happy to see GTA 5 and possibly 6, because that would be a Vice City, would be 6, and the new San Andreas, and after that I'm pretty happy. One of, like, I suppose the pièce de résistance of a Grand Theft Auto game would be what I like to call Grand Theft Auto World. There have been people who have thought about, you know, ooh, wouldn't it be cool if all the Grand Theft Autos were, all the places were in one game, and it could be possible with the way how not only how beautiful the games are getting, but how big the worlds are. And I'm gonna need a new car. Take this cab. Not only with how big the worlds are, but how much they can do, and have multiple discs and more storage. Now this car is trashed again. Okay, they're only. Yeah, I'll get to that. But imagine, like, and this is, you know, this isn't even rumor, this is just what I hope will someday happen, but imagine a Grand Theft Auto game where you start in Liberty City, probably, and you, can go to, let's see, and you can go to Vice City in the south and drive there. And then you can go to San Andreas out west. And imagine mountains and all the towns in between. It would be amazing. Alright, that cab is way too toast. Really? What do I gotta do? Run these guys down or something?
You're gonna die, Niner!
Cool. Alright, that was pretty easy. Now I just gotta get out of this area. Let's see, back to the tunnel, because that's the safest and fastest way out of here. Wherever it may be, I know it's... There we go, yep. Just drive north and you'll hit it. Please let that be it. And not the water. Sweet. So yeah, imagine an awesome Grand Theft Auto like that. It would be amazing, really, to have all this... Oh, phew. Scared myself for a minute. I thought I couldn't go anywhere. That's just the route to the third island. It comes out by the airport, I think. Actually, there are 2 exits on the third island. Oh, my truck is still there. Nice. So there are 3 reasons, that this game can be a little bit hard to play. First is the auto-aim system. It can be a real pain and doesn't work that as well as it did in San Andreas, where it was much more polished. Fortunately, you can offset that by using the M16. And the M16, the sniper rifle, and the rocket launcher. The cars take damage really fast. It's like one bump and you're pretty much smoking black. The third reason is the loading between islands, which, while they did have that in Vice City, it really didn't matter as much because there was only the 2 islands. So you just traveled back. There was only really one loading screen between them. But you got 2 separate places if you got to go from one end of the map to the other. So that extra 8 seconds can be a bit annoying. There's also the Mafia being really hard to deal with at this point in the game. That's my fourth reason. Makes it a pain to drive around Island 1. And here we are, finally finishing this mission. Driving around back this time again, I see. Made it. Can I take that stinger? I most certainly can. I'm actually going to save after that mission because, well, you know why by now. Now they're after me. I'm thinking there might have been an easier way to get there. Yep, could have been easier. Whoa! Okay. Yep, that could have been better. Taxi! In fact, I found out that one of the most hidden vehicles in the game is the Borgnine. It's a taxi cab that you can unlock after beating 100 taxi missions. It's red and it has bloody spikes on the bumper. Pretty sweet. Not really worth it for what you have to do to get it. I don't think it has any special things other than looking cool. It's based off of, it's called that because Ernest Borgnine played a cabbie in Escape from New York. And he drove a Checker Marathon cab, which is the old style cabs. Fun fact that some of you might not have known, that they're not called Checker cabs because of the black and white checker on them. Checker was the name of the company, like Ford or Chevy. They had Checker. The brand of the car was the model was called the Checker Marathon. They made them for, I guess, 30 years, from I guess the mid 50s up through the 83, I believe. You could actually buy a Checker Marathon as in a civilian model instead of having the paint code 500 yellow Checker cab, because I think that was the paint code. 500 is taxi livery. And you could get it as regular. The thing about marathon cabs is they are really, really heavy vehicle. I mean, super heavy. They're heavy duty though. They'll last for a long time. Those old marathon cabs could get up to 800,000 miles on them. I don't know how many parts on those were still original, but that's saying something. They were built for what they do, and it was pretty cool. Smackdown.